You know, it might have took a really, really long time for it to show up. But the Wisconsin sports curse is alive and well. It was right there, evident in Game 2 tonight. Giannis had an all-time great performance, but Chris and Drew were missing in action. Of course. And the Phoenix Suns shot 20 of 40 for 3. Of course. You know, they miss even... If they miss 4 of those threes, the Bucks win. If they go... Let's see. What would it be? 16 of 40. Which would still be a great percentage. Instead of 20 for 40. The Bucks win. If Chris or Drew make 2 more shots each, the Bucks probably win too. And you can't blame refs tonight. We can't blame refs tonight. Nope. You know, as shitty as some of the calls were, the Bucks shot more free throws. You can't blame the refs. Sorry. I mean, the team just, you know, it kind of leans on its 3 stars, and 2 of them didn't show up tonight. And one of them had an all-time great NBA Finals performance. Of course, that one being Giannis Antetokounmpo, the only guy who's ever done shit for this fucking franchise. And, you know, not to diss Chris Middleton and his Eastern Conference performances, Eastern Conference Finals performances, but god damn it, man. Why the fuck couldn't he show up tonight? Why couldn't Drew show up tonight? I mean, this is a 1-0 series. You're trying to steal one in Phoenix, go back to Milwaukee with a 1-1 series tie, and instead you're down 0-2 and you have to win the next 2 games. The Bucks have no margin for error. 0 margin for error. They can't lose the next game. They can't lose a game after that. And they probably have to win Game 5 in Phoenix too, and then they're probably going to have to win Game 6. Because if this series goes 7, the Bucks are probably not winning, because it's going to be in Phoenix, and the Phoenix Suns don't miss from anywhere on the court. Especially at home. So, the Bucks are going to have a hell of a time with this. They're going to have a hell of a time trying to fight back in this series. And, you know, I know that the Bucks came back 0-2 in a series before in this postseason against the Brooklyn Nets. But guess what? The Brooklyn Nets, for as good of a team as they are really a one-man show. The Phoenix Suns are not a one-man show. The Phoenix Suns play extremely fluid basketball. It's like the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, they pass the ball extremely well. There's not one guy that just kind of takes over. It's kind of a multitude of guys who take over. And the Bucks are going to have to find a way to beat that. And, you know, maybe if Phoenix doesn't shoot as well tonight, if they miss a few of the threes they made, the Bucks win. But guess what? That didn't happen. And now you got to go home and you have to absolutely positively win the next 2 games. Because if you don't, then the series is essentially over. I mean, you can't go down 3-0 or 3-1. You can't. You can't. You can't make yourself have to win 2 games in Phoenix to win the series. You have to win 1, obviously, now. But you can't make yourself win 2. You can't sit there and have to make yourself win 2 games in Phoenix, because 1 game is clearly enough for this team. Man, I just want the 1 championship. I just want the 1. I just want this 1, man. I won't ask for anything more. I just want this 1 championship, but of course it's not in the cards, of course, you know. You know, how lucky are we going to get that we have to face an injury-riddled Nets and Katie's foot is going to be on the line again? What are the odds of that, something like that happening again? I mean, this is our chance. This is our chance to get Giannis' first ring. And Chris and Drew decided to just not show up tonight, so. Wasted Giannis masterclass, elite all-time performance. 42 points, 12 rebounds on 15 of 22 shooting, shot insanely well from the free throw line, which we're not accustomed to seeing him do. I mean, he was locked in tonight. Giannis was, I felt like, the only guy who really showed up completely focused and locked in for this game. And this is a guy who literally less than 2 weeks ago looked like he blew out his knee. And he came out and did that tonight. I'll forever love that man. I will forever love Giannis Antetokounmpo for what he's doing for this franchise. But as for the rest of the guys, come on, man. It's the NBA Finals. Show the fuck up and play. Make your shots. Don't miss bunny layups. It's just, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. But we got it. We know what we have to do now. You have to win 2 on the, no, not 2 on the road, 2 in Milwaukee. And then you're going to have to go on to Phoenix and win 1. And then you can come back home and have to win Game 6. And believe me, I'll say this right now. If the Bucks get to Milwaukee, Game 6, with a 3-2 lead, they will win the series. But if they don't, they will not. They have to win the next 3 games, in my opinion. Because in a Game 7 in Phoenix, you know, Brooklyn was a extremely hostile environment. Phoenix is like playing in hell for this team. The way that crowd is. Phoenix is like playing in hell. And it's evident by the way that the Phoenix Suns make shots at home, the way they hound you on defense, the way that guys just kind of fall apart the way that they have in this environment. Guys like Drew and Chris tonight. Chris was actually good in Game 1, I'll give him that. But Drew and Chris tonight, I mean, to me, it's clear that the home court advantage is really affecting the team. So, I mean, you have to win 1 in Phoenix, obviously, because you don't have the home court advantage. But if it's a Game 7 in Phoenix, I have no confidence in the team winning. But, hey, if they even get to a Game 7 at this point, I'd be pretty impressed. But they got to win the next 2. And they have to steal 1 in Phoenix in Game 5. And if they get to Game 6 in Milwaukee, I think they finish out the series. But you have to win 3 first. So it'd be an all-timer if they pull it off, but we'll see, you know. I know I said last video that, you know, Bucks could afford to go down 0-2, and, you know, the series still isn't over yet. It would be over if they went down 0-3, or, well, we've seen 1-3 comebacks in NBA history for sure, but, I mean, is Giannis LeBron? Maybe? Maybe not. Remains to be seen, obviously. But, hey, you have to win the next 2. And that starts with Game 3. So, that's all I gotta say, guys. I just wish I could see my team win a championship. But, hey, they made it farther than any other team that I've watched in the past 10 years. So, gotta give them credit for that. But I just really want this championship, and it's going to take an extremely difficult effort to do it now, so we'll see. See you guys later. Freezer Deer.